Matt, where did you see the defensive breakdowns in the first half that were leaving Michigan bad over?
Yeah, we wanted to switch some things and take them out of there. We had to be clean with our switches, and we just weren't disciplined enough in what we were doing, and they picked us apart. And then after that, you're playing from behind, so it's really hard. But you're going to have some mismatch ISOs where they're going to break you down a little bit off the dribble. But they were getting us when it was guard on guard, at times. And so it's like, we had to do a better job of containing the dribble, making it hard for them. And then they were going to make some plays how we were defending it. But they got hot, made some shots, so you have to give them, credit. They're a good team.
Now, when the ball is in Carson Edwards' hands as much as it is, just what more do you need out of him?
Need him to reverse the ball. Need him to get the ball to the other side. When people take things away, you have to probe the defense more. And that's, something we've emphasized with him. And sometimes driving the basketball when they load up, you just got to get the ball out of your hands and get the ball moving. And then at that time, you might not get a lot of assists, but you get a lot of those hockey assists because, they put so much emphasis on you. So his ability to drive really helps us. But then, when he makes good decisions when he drives, it really puts people in a bind. That's why you think you see him at the rim so much. But, you just got to kind of, keep working with him. It's no different than how he really played last year, except for the people that are around him, kind of balancing things out for him. And but he just, at times when it doesn't go his way, he gets too aggressive, and then he makes it worse.
Does he need to play differently, considering this is a very different team?
He needs to make better decisions. He needs to take better shots and make better decisions. But that's been, who he is. It's been since he's, came on campus. Like anytime you watch film with him and you get to that point, he'll get you 25 points, but you'll have 3 or 4 or 5 possessions that you just want back. I think that's just kind of the evolution of really good scorers that are confident in themselves. Some of that confidence can really help them, but at times it can really hurt them. And then you try to overdo things. So he's just got to keep, watching films and learning and understanding what, people are doing. Understanding that, that they're encouraging him, to be aggressive at times when he overdoes things.
Matt, would you like to see Ryan Klein get more shots?
Yeah, he's been really efficient for us. The one thing about him is, he hasn't really stepped out of his role. And sometimes when you do that, you step out of your role, now you get some misses that you don't want. So he showed some discipline, tonight. But, 6 for 8, 3 for 5, get 15 points. That's really efficient. But if the ball moves more, I think that, he would get some more cracks at it. Michigan's a good defensive team, so I think that line for him tonight was pretty good. We had to be more patient, but we also had to get stops on the defensive end. It's a balance. If you're constantly in transition, because they're stopping you every time, it's a little bit harder.
Overall, how do you think defensively, how do you guys think you did tonight?
Not very well. We just had such a tough start. Like, we weren't clean in what we were doing. There's certain things when you get against a really good team that you'll live with, but like the things that we were giving up early, that one stretch, they missed like 2 or 3 layups. It could have been worse. So we just weren't clean in what we did. You have to be disciplined when you switch against them. You have to be disciplined when you decide to guard them that way. And then when you're not disciplined, they're going to get you. They're going to get you anyways. You're just trying to lessen. It's kind of the lesser of 2 evils. Yeah, no problem.
How does John Teske change Michigan defensively?
Well, John Teske's come a long way. He's bypassed a lot of people, in my opinion, that he competes against. Obviously we haven't seen everybody firsthand, but watching on film, at first we tried to recruit him. He didn't let us recruit him. We tried to recruit him, but he's 1 for 10 from 3, so he makes a couple threes today. But I think his defense. He's done a good job at ball screen defense. He's done a good job at the rim. Those rebounds tonight, he had 2 or 3 rebounds where, he was the only one that was going to get them. He kind of cleared space. Those big guys like that can clear space sometimes and just be able to go and get him. So he's really worked. There's no way, I don't know him personally, but there's no way he hasn't worked hard because, he was a long way away 2 years ago. But that's the thing with big guys. It's, the 7-foot guys that are, 260, 270, it takes a little bit of time. He's got a bright future. He's really, really helped them, not just defensively, but also offensively, because he can knock down that 17-footer. He can play at the rim, and it gives him a different look, allows him to play big, allows him to play small when they get different matchups, especially in the tournament.
How tough is Michigan to deal with both ends of the court with their balance and their defense?
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I talked before with our guys, before, is that like they've come so far, not just defensively, but more of a mindset. Like they can have a grinded out type mindset. Not I'm going to outscore you type mindset. So they can outscore you, but they also can grind it out on you. So that's an unbelievable kind of 1-2 punch to have as a team, to have both of those qualities. So sometimes, like last year, like when we get in some grinded out games, we probably outscored people more than we grinded it out. Even though we could do it a little bit, these guys I think can do both. Like I think they can beat you in the 90s. I think they can beat you in the 60s, and I think they can do it against quality people. And so it just depends on how they're flowing. Tonight it looked a little bit better because they made their threes, but I also think they're a little bit more open too. But you can't let Jordan Poole get 5 good looks.
In your eyes, how much has Poole grown since last year?
Well, he's got more of an opportunity. A lot of time you guys talk about growth. Some guy plays 14 minutes and now he plays 25 minutes. Anytime you have a chance to play more and be more comfortable and get into a rhythm out on the court, you're going to, play more. But I think you think it's going to come easy. Like his first 2 games, I think he was 1 for 5 and 0 for 5. You think it's going to come easy. If the coach just plays me more, I'm going to get 20. And you realize, it's hard. But he's talented. He can break you down off the dribble. He can make a pull-up. He can make threes. Obviously, he made a huge one in the NCAA tournament. But, he's a good player. And they got kind of a perfect number. It's hard to keep everybody happy. It just is. I don't know if you guys realize that. It's hard to keep everybody happy. And they got like 7. And that's kind of perfect as long as everybody stays healthy and stays out of foul trouble. Because now those guys get a chance to get in. Nobody's getting 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Everybody's getting, 15 to 35 minutes. So when you get in the game, you get into a rhythm and you feel good about yourself, especially a skilled guy like him. You need to get some shots, but you also got to get shots within the offense and shots in rhythm. So I know, John really stresses that.
Is what you're seeing from Aaron right now something that could grow into a bigger role?
Well, I thought he had some energy, and we stayed with him. He didn't play much in the game the other night against Florida State. It was just one of those things where, we went with some other guys. Sasha helped us. We liked our matchups with our guards. But no, he knocked down a couple shots. I thought he gave us some energy, so I thought he had some good minutes for us.
What were some things that made Evans' game difficult? Obviously, there was one great out there. How much was that?
I thought he had like 3 or 4 shots that he just missed. He got to the rim a couple times and just missed some layups. He had a couple threes that I thought were good shots. It just didn't go down. He just never could get it going. So I thought he did good things. He just, it's hard. You miss a couple shots, you're on the road. It doesn't go your way. It's kind of part of basketball.
You've talked about like the energy you got from Aaron tonight or Sasha tonight the other night. Are you getting the energy you need from that starting group that's coming in?
Well, we got to have everybody on the same page. I think that's I mentioned last year. It's kind of the mindset of a team. We don't have as many weapons as we had last year, so you have to kind of value possessions and put people on defense more and have longer possessions. And I think with that, that'll really help us. And at times we just shoot the ball entirely too quick. So we come out and we shoot the ball a little bit too quick, and a couple key possessions. And then also we have the breakdowns defensively. We definitely need, to be better on the defensive end and clean some things up.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach.
This was the most productive 10 minutes I've had here in Michigan in a while.
Student athletes will be available